in other words, change of shape, and we are only going to consider the acceleration as effect of the force. Next, we are going to consider the normal force, drive friction, gravitational force, and centripetal force, and force by human hands. Normal force is a force which is perpendicular to the surface of contact, and normal force normally prevents an object from falling. And drive friction is a force which opposes one solid surface slightly across another solid surface, and drive friction consists of static friction and kinetic friction. Next. Because of the fact we are going to deal with a system that is rotating manually, we are going to cover the centrifugal force, which is never be confused with centrifugal force, which is an inertial force, and it is an imaginary force. And centripetal force can be expressed like this. Next. And we are going to cover the mechanical resonance, which takes place when kinetic energy and potential energy can be transported to each other freely. And the example of magnetic resonance is the simple harmonic resonance. Next. And finally, we are going to have an observation on the G-hole wave below first and forced process. And we did some tests in order to identify the true nature of G-hole wave below. And we made a rough model of G-hole wave below, which has the propeller diameter of 6.0 centimeters and gap between the notches about 1.5 centimeters and length of the stick about 24 centimeters long. And we used a photosensor which uses the infrared ray to identify the frequency of an object which is oscillating. Next. And this is the result that is numerical, and this is still this is not important. As you can see, we got the frequency of like this. And next. The point is, we found out that the propeller can rotate not only using the vibration caused by the second stick, but also we could get the rotation of propeller using the vibration of human hands. Next. So we stated a model. The first model is from the viewpoint of the external view, and this model does not show the rotation of the propeller clearly. Next. So we made a second model, which is from the perspective of propeller, and these are the components of this model too. And next. No.
One more page, please.
Next. And we are going to cover the four forces, which are drag and gravitational force and normal force and friction. Note that we presume K, M, G, and omega are constant. Next. Phase 1 is a phase of overcoming gravity, and in case where frictional force is less than drag plus gravitational force, the propeller ceases to rotate and remains its direction to the center of the earth. And in this case, the expected frequency of the propeller is 0. Next. In page 2,